Hello everyone and welcome to the Rites of War podcast. I'm the Miniatures Apothecary.
I'm the Foxy DM.
And more.
And this episode we're just talking about the preview, was it, gents?
Hell yeah! Welcome! Welcome to the Golden Age, bitches! Welcome to the Golden Age. Guess what? Everyone's like, Heresy's dead. Well, fuck you. Look at this. Look at all these releases. Fuck everyone. I got my package.
And the ball just got dropped.
Hey, I was told not.
Tell us how you really feel, Foxy.
I can't say the whole thing I can say. I can't say, hey, I was told I could be unprofessional on this, so.
So, exciting times. Very exciting. Now we've got like a full rundown of everything that's getting dropped for the pre-order. That's an expensive weekend, though. It's an expensive lineup of pre-orders.
Yes.
Yep. It's it's glorious though. It's glorious. You got
it is, yeah. I'm just saying that's an expensive pre-order. I guess the bonus is though this isn't a one-off thing.
Yeah. So you can get.
I mean, Harris has never been cheap.
No, it never has.
What hobby is really? Let's think about it, man.
I was about to say stamp collecting, but having known someone who collects stamps, it's really not. I don't know, collecting stones and sticks, maybe.
Oh, you gotta do traveling for that. You gotta get some. Man, no hobby's cheap.
No. But yes, it's never
for sure.
It's never been cheap.
Yeah.
And this is a great release.
Yeah.
It's I think their biggest release on one day for a long time.
Yeah. I think the only thing that Heresy biggest release. Games Workshop, I think the closest was the launch of the latest Warhammer 40k edition. Might be comparable-ish, but not to the same scope. We're getting an awesome box set. We're getting the rule book. We're getting the 2 Legion books. So all the Legions out of release with all the units being released. We're getting transfers. We're getting, weapon sets, repackaged tactical squads, new tanks, rhinos, baby. Everything.
Should we maybe go and take it from the top and go through them?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So big box set. The big box set. What's that? 40 mark. 40 beakies.
Yep.
10 cataphractae. New Contemptor.
Yes.
Plastic Spartan.
Yep.
Rulebook. Dice. Whippy sticks.
Yeah, I was shocked by that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that in ages.
Whippy. I've still got some, but yeah, whippy sticks.
No.
2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's everything, isn't it? That's everything.
Played some transfers for Horus.
There's some transfers as well.
Yeah, it's a hybrid transfer sheet. It's got the small reference book or little thing on there too, which is always convenient.
Yeah, cheat sheet's always good. Yeah.
Like when the last time they did the Age of Darkness release, I bought those little red transfers or reference sheets. Oh, they were so great, especially teaching people. So this is a great intro box set. You can really split it up and do some fun stuff with it.
Yeah. To be fair, that was possibly one of my first thoughts. Was this is good for one person, or this is good for 2 people. Because you get that chance to make 2 separate armies and play with your mates, and it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, and they even pictured a great way to split it, so it's kind of evenish.
Oh yeah, with the Spartan in one force and the Contemptor in the other, and Yeah, no, as good as that.
Well, I think that one should not be fooled that two guys can buy this and then it's a complete game.
No,
Well, it is a complete game, but the army is not complete by splitting a box.
No.
But it's a good start if you were to split it with a mate. Like,
Of course, it's a good Sonatalis force.
Oh.
Small force.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because realistically, I mean, if we are talking to people who played Heresy, they know that this is just Little League. But for the new people coming around to see, all right, what is this? Well, you're gonna need a lot more tanks. You're gonna need a lot more transports.
A lot more tactical marines.
yeah.
Well, heavy marines. I mean, a lot more. I would say that the box itself for the marines is doable for force. You need 40 marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good size army. Like, pricing out the old way of doing it. Let's see. I think it's like 600 for just if you did regular tacticals. 300 if you do the Terminators. The characters probably run you 185, or if you run them cheap, about 100 a piece. Add in the Spartan with all its gear. That's another 400 points. Contemptor is 205 points. So like if it's all together, it's a good size army. You're pretty much on your way to 2,000 points right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a sizable force.
Yeah.
And also, if you push up, like, you can either go with a special set or the heavy weapon set, right?
Oh yeah, like I know for myself, I got some old last cannons, and I'm probably gonna buy the special weapons set, and then just I have a heavy support squad, a tactical support squad right off the bat with 2 tacticals. I'm gonna be doing all right.
Yeah. I mean the ways the ways that you can split, if you even if you're new to the Heresy and all of a sudden there's an influx of Heresy players in your area, and there's a bunch of people all going to be getting hold of that box set, there's a number of different ways that you can build it as well.
Yeah.
I definitely like that about it. It's not just you're going to have 40 tactical marines in the slightest. There's going to be a variety of different ways that you can put it together.
Yeah. You do like a Pride of the Legion force, like with that many tacticals, so make them veteran tacticals, Terminators.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get some of the Forge Roll Breacher Shields, I mean, you could do a nice Stone Gauntlet force for Imperial Fists.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I mean, you could take, for Sons of Horus, you could make them Reavers, but with the Bane Strike Bolters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, like, you'll have a good mix, and then, like, since they're adding all these little bayonet options, I mean, it's going to be, you can do some really thematic things, right off the bat. That's just to mention, like, 2 things that I could think of, like,
Yeah.
as a, so.
You're not wrong, though.
And I think this is going to be the return of the tactical marine.
Yes.
Because for so long they've just been tax.
Really? Oh man, yeah. That's weird. That's weird for me to hear you say that. But I'm in the Canadian meta, and we're all weird over here. So.
Yeah, well, each place is slightly different, isn't it? And plays slightly differently.
Yeah, but I always say that you need the tax just to get around to buy funnier stuff. At least that has been the meta over here.
Yeah.
In Sweden, so.
See, I'm all for, I mean, you know me, I'm all for the massed infantry. So, give me all the tactical squads. Yes, please.
Yeah, but now you get a viable transport option for 20 Marines.
Yeah, well.
Because foot slogging is no fun when the other side have the barrages.
No, that is a very good point.
Unless you just send more Marines, it's just that's.
Just drown them in bodies.
I mean, there was a guy who did a World Eaters army. It was 60 despoiler berserkers, 60 bolt marines, and he just went forward. It was cheap. It was cheap, really. Not cash wise, but it was cheap otherwise.
I'm still really hopeful that in later releases that we see, because GW have said that this is going to be a supported game. I do hope we see things like plastic despoilers, because that'd just be excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
And plastic assault marines.
Yep. Give me all those. Give me all of them. Yeah, because you know what? Like, all they have to do really is release the despoilers and then just have the jump packs be separate.
Yeah. I mean, if we're seeing things like the support boxes and the heavy weapons, then yeah, they could do it in the same way. It makes sense.
Yeah, and assault marines are also sort of the basic troops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, as rules is written before Rite of Wars, and that are your 3 troops that you can have that don't have the support rule is tacticals, breachers, and assault marines.
Yeah.
So those should be your bread and butter. Like my son's a Horus force. Like I do have 20 assault marines in it. I want more.
Okay.
I don't know. Just give me all the plastic. Give me all the goodness. I don't know. Just all of it right now. Just keep. I hope they release more. Yeah, I hope they keep releasing more stuff, because like, this is such a good set. It's such a good set.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, now we're getting the rule book. We're getting traitors and loyalists in separate books.
Yeah, which is different.
All 18 legions.
Yep.
Which I don't. I've seen a few people complain about that, but personally, I don't mind. Like, if you only ever collect like loyalists, then there's one book. There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any complaints, but I can surely figure out a few.
Yeah.
Either it's too expensive or it's too cheap.
Yeah.
So, however you will choose to go this way, you will never please everyone.
Well, no. Cause...
But this is sort of the Red Book, as it's called.
Yeah.
And now firmly adjusted for perhaps slightly more balanced than before. I'm not saying this game is going to be balanced. I'm not saying that there aren't going to be stuff that are very good compared to others. That's going to happen. That's just the way the game is.
Yeah.
But hopefully, somewhat more, I don't know, streamlined or compared to each other, fairer. And then we have the sort of the special weapons upgrade set, 60 weapons in one box.
Yeah, I see no issues with that.
Yeah, I mean, you get.
Oh, it's an insane box.
You get both Volcolites, like the lighter Volcolite weapons in there. Like, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah, both the charger and the caliber.
Yeah.
Rotor cannons, flamers, melter guns, and plasma guns.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That's 60 Marines if you want to do that, or just a shitload of magnets.
Lots and lots of. I did see someone the other day pointing out how their plan was to get one of the boxes for the support weapons and just one box of one of the big boxes, because they've got no support units in their army, or no legion support units, and they were just going to do all 40 Marines as just like 10 melters, 10 flamers, 10 Volkite, and think the other one was like the other 10. I think it was 10 guys with bolt guns, and then the rest were just going to be support units and just to add to his existing army. Like, whatever floats your boat, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm definitely looking at it, like adding more, because I have none for my like Luna Wolves. Like, other than a 10-man autocan squad, it's just Bolt Marine. So I gotta add a few, but it's always been I don't want to say a pain, but it was just I didn't want to spend all the cash, get it imported from the UK. Now I have it in plastic, which is thank God.
It makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Oh God, yeah. Because it's just like, I always wanted rotor cannons. Like, they're the least effective support squad in like my personal opinion. But like, come on, look at it. It's a little Gatling gun. It's and this one's a box mag. It's like, oh hell yeah, sign me the hell up.
A friend of mine who collects Thousand Suns was very much kind of like, I want those, but in Heresy format, and then he saw the plastic version, and he was like, yep, that's it, sold. Without even knowing what they do, he's just like, yep, I don't care what they do, that's it, sold, I'll have them. Just because they look similar, because they look like he's 40k Thousand Suns.
Yep.
which is
fair enough.
And then you have the heavy weapon upgrades set, missile launch and heavy bolters, 10 of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is going to be, well, gooder. Well, if you collected a lot of Betrayal of Calth and Burning of Prospero, you have quite a lot of bolters and missile launchers.
Yeah, actually, coming from someone who had multiple of those boxes, yes. I've got 5 built currently in the Space Wolves army, which are getting repurposed for the Iron Warriors, and I have probably another 8 or 9 kicking around somewhere.
Yep. I think I got 10 for the Iron Warriors myself, 10 rocket launchers. But
I'm more eager to see the other box, the other heavy weapon box set come out, the one with the auto cannon in, because that new auto cannon design looks a lot nicer with the solid magazine jammed in underneath.
Yep.
That looks really cool. As a big fan of auto cannons.
I like them in all shapes and forms. So I don't really care. Big guns. That's good.
Big guns never tire.
No, but I mean both the bolter with the heavy bolter with the drum magazine and the one with the belt fed, both are they look great.
I think I prefer the drum fed to the belt fed. But then when it came to the auto cannons and stuff, I preferred belt fed to drum fed. I don't know. There's just something that is more appealing about the different designs.
We're going back to the shoulder missile launcher.
Yeah. Yeah,
which is like a homage to the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that one that's being shown is the same one, at least the same style as the Betrayal of Kelth set, because the Forge World current one is like a handheld, and then yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. Though I still have the old resin, old heavy bolters and the old plasma cannons that I used to get from Forge World when Betrayal first came out. So, it's gonna look cool going alongside these.
See, I think it's because I hadn't seen any in so long, but I completely forgot that you could get plasma cannons for Heresy.
What?
I've not seen anyone Like any game I've ever been to, or like even like pictures, I've not seen anyone using plasma cannons.
You
In
know
like
how many?
no,
You know,
no, not seen any at
you know,
all.
you know how many lists I wrote where I'm just like, I want to hate on people, so here's 10 plasma cannons. They will never.
You have at least one of those list ideas at least once a week.
Yeah, fair, but it's a pretty good staple. It's like 10 plasma cannons and 10 last cannons. It's just like, what can go wrong except like, oh god, such bullet magnets.
Yeah.
Well, I did 10 plasma for my Dark Angels.
Yeah, I mean, besides the Dark Angels, like I've very rarely seen anyone use like plasma cannons, which has been really odd. And then when I saw them in the upgrade for the new upgrades, I was like, "Ooh, okay, interesting," because I've just not seen them at all. I don't know whether that's just something locally or what. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just checking what colours I've painted specific parts of my other rhinos.
Well, speaking of big guns not tiring, we have the Kratos heavy assault tank. Like that's coming out. It's got 3 main guns. It's got what are they talking about? 4-piece for the hull weapons and the sponson, 9 choices for the pintle guns, dozer blade, searchlights, and gunners. And they can go in squadrons of 2, which was fun to read in the article.
Oof, squadrons of 2.
Yes.
Oof, very nice.
Yeah, I did not know that until I read it today, and I'm like, I've seen the picture, so it's the size of a Spartan.
Yeah.
And you can run 2 of them.
It doesn't. When I was at the open event, they weren't close enough for a decent comparison.
Mm-hmm.
But like more recently with some of the other articles, it's like, wow, okay, that's a chunky tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we start talking about what I said from the beginning. The start box is a start box.
Mm.
I mean, imagine 2 of those and Spartan roaming the fields.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have 2 Spartans, one for each 20-man tactical squad,
Of course.
Course.
What was I thinking?
But
if you're gonna do it, go big or go home.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, see, it's gonna be interesting. Like for me, like I love tanks. I love tanks a lot. I have an obsession with tanks, and like, oh, this is gonna be one of those like, how many am I like? I'll have to see the rules, but like, how many am I gonna get? Like, to go alongside my Sicarans and waves of Predator tanks,
Yeah.
And hopefully you will get a right award that will support it.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess the question therein lies, though, is like how much is too much when it comes to Kratoses,
I mean, 2 of them. That's fair.
Yeah, that's one slot. I mean, it's probably going to be like one of the cheaper Lord of War options. Is my guess? I think so. I think
it's not going to be a Lord of War.
No, it's not going to. It's not going to be.
It'll be a Lord of War
for that size, because like there's a lot of tanks that are like in the old Heresy, like the Malkador was.
And that changed from being a Lord of War to. It wasn't a super heavy, right?
No, Malkador wasn't.
It went from a super heavy to a non-super heavy due to suicide pilots.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just one of those. I'm debating like if it's going to be. I think it might be in the realm of it, which means I have more heavy support slots, which would be nice. But I don't know. I mean, you can have
I mean,
two
what's-
Typhons.
What is it? Once its main weapons. I mean, we've seen it with like a battle cannon type thing. It's got Volkite is an option.
Yeah.
And some sort of magma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, because they specifically mentioned Salamander's player has been very happy with a giant like magma array kind of deal, didn't they?
Yeah. Then it's got a pintle mounted autocannon alongside of it. 2 heavy bolters and 2 last cannons. Like, I mean, comparably, you know, I guess it's close to a Sakaran in terms of armament, but like, I don't know. Like, it's just like seeing the size to a Spartan. Like, I think it might be, but I don't know.
That's like the big brother Sicarian.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be as fast though.
I would be surprised if it was. It's such a big tank.
Though
I don't think it gets the fast option.
Though it does say it's tough, fast, and positively bristling with arcane elements. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be fast, but then they say that. I don't know. It's just I can't. Oh, it sucks. I have to wait so many weeks to find out.
You have to wait. Show patience.
Yeah.
And then we get the workhorse, the one you're doing, but in like 1989 edition.
Oh, the Rhino. Yeah.
You know what?
I'm so happy that I found these. Like, I've got 2 painted alongside a Forge World 1, and I thought I had 1 of these, and it turns out I don't. It turns out I have 3 of these. So I have 2 here, and I have another one still in the box ready to strip. But they're all rescues, so they're all a bit knackered and dinged up, and like this one's exhausts are pointing in the wrong direction, but they're fused on. So, I mean, I might just clip the tops off and glue them the right direction, but at the moment, it's just getting them painted.
Yeah.
Well, now you can buy it. Now you can buy more to go alongside it.
Well, I mean, I've probably got at this point with the 3 that we found the other day. I've probably actually got enough for my Sons of Horus, but that does mean that the Iron Warriors currently are without any transports. So yeah, you don't know. I don't know. I might end up getting some for the Iron Boys as well.
Well, I mean, it's an updated kit. I mean, there's like little things on it because like I have every version of a Rhino in my army minus this new one, so I'll be adding this one. I mean, the smoke launchers are updated. It looks like it's got a new searchlight. If I remember correctly in one of the articles, it was they're getting the pintle upgrades. So
That's good.
Which is, yeah, especially locally, because like I see like all in like European, like, you know, everyone has a meltagun on their you know, rhinos, but you just don't see them over here. And then we're gonna start seeing it over here, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Because I know I am, because I didn't run it because it was hard to get multi-meltas, and now I'll have a cheap option to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the good thing is as well, if it's obviously it's plastic, and that means, you know, there's spares, so you can either magnetize, or if you're a crazy person like me, just, you know, glue on an alternate version, and then, you know, have certain pintles for certain rhinos.
Did I say magnets?
You did say magnets. Yeah. I'm mad because I just stick stuff together, and then people ask me why not magnets, because it gives me a good opportunity to paint another one.
Yeah.
Is my excuse, and it's the one I'm gonna stick to.
Yep.
But like for me, like the fact this comes out in plastic, like my previous idea of like doing like different like command vehicles and like logistics and like for my tech marines a logi, like this is a great way to do it, because they look so rugged, and it's just like, oh, here we go. So I'm definitely got some ideas brewing for like my tech marines, and just like, oh, here's the ammo carrier. Like, why do you have it on the table? It's like, it's here. Carries ammo. That's all it does.
You were talking about doing recovery vehicles and all sorts of utility vehicles, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's really cool. It's gonna make the army even more stand out as a thematic, because if it has a crane or not, who cares? Or if it has like wires to drag other tanks and such, nobody would care. It's just another rhino, but still it gives flavor to your army.
Yeah. And then the other ideas for my Iron Warriors. I remember reading in a book how they literally have these rhinos deploy, and then they turn them into bunkers. So for my Iron Warriors, I'm probably gonna buy a few of these for vehicles, and then do tanks.
Or turn some. You mean like turn some into like bunkers?
You could have them turned into bunkers, or you could, like, if you want to do, you can put extra sheets on them and make it look like they have extra armor or whatever. As long as it's the same size and it's called a rhino, it's a rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I meant in the sense of, like, you wouldn't dream of doing that idea with, if they were still Forge World. Like, that's a really expensive bit of terrain. But if it's plastic, then you've got, there's more scope for creativity.
Yep.
That makes sense. Like, I wouldn't dream of, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna say, I don't know, the Mastodon, for example. That thing's described as, this thing rams into walls and then its front end opens up and they travel from the back to the front, yeah? But you wouldn't think of buying 300 and odd pounds worth of model to do that with and turn it into a bit of terrain. But if it then, a third of the price, you might be more inclined to do it. Same thing with rhinos,
Yeah, but at the same thing, we should say that the Demios pattern is one, the Mars pattern is the other.
Yeah.
Which is the old, like the 40k rhino. It can still be used in 30k. So
yeah,
just different patterns.
Yep.
Which also inclines that we get now a new plastic chassis, and we have a lot of vehicles that are based on the Rhino chassis.
Yeah.
Predators, Vindicators,
Whirlwinds,
Scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does pose that question. Like, yeah, are we gonna see the Demos pattern, the rest of the Demos pattern stuff come to plastic?
I'd hope so. Like the command upgrade screw to make it a Demoncules command rhino.
That'd be cool.
All you have to do is, have two spots and a turret.
Mort, you're breaking up there, mate.
Oh, sorry. I said that all you need to do is have a turret and two sponsons, and it's a Predator.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be like printing money, I think.
Yep.
I mean, I've got a Demos pattern Vindicator and two Mars patterns for my Iron Warriors, and before they were painted up, it looks quite weird, like the difference in the patterns. But once they're painted up in the same Legion colours, it doesn't look as bad, like at all. Like they look like they're supposed to be there together. I think it's just because we're so used to seeing Mars pattern predominantly in 40k. It's to then have something that's associated with 40k next to something that's associated with the Heresy. It can be a bit jarring on the eyes, I think.
I mean,
for the most part, anyway. I mean, I don't mind either way. I equal opportunity when it comes to the vehicle patterns and in Heresy.
Yeah, for so long it has been like bring what you have and try to convert it if it's not the patterns.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But now people don't have to do that because we have the plastic alternatives.
Yeah. That's gonna be great.
Oh.
And also the reboxing MK3 and MK4 tactical squads to 20 each.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna see a small price decline, right? Or
Price increase.
I don't think. Are you sure? Because they're quite expensive. 10 of the MK3.
10-man,
So I don't.
10-man unit. Oh, what you mean in points or in points?
Oh, I mean in cash.
Oh, in cash. I don't know. Like over here in the UK, it's. I can't remember that off the top of my head. I had a number in my head. I want to say they're around like only 30, I think. And then that's just for 10. But then you think then that's going to go up to 20-man squad. So yeah, I don't know. It could go either way, I think, with that. I'd sorry, excuse me. I was just trying to check on my phone, but apparently I've got a error. All information expunged. When I look up Mark III.
Yeah, I think it's just because they are repackaging them.
Yeah. Oh, it will be, no doubt.
Yeah. You know what? I could try to look up my. Let's see if I can look up my old purchases.
Well, the tactical squad is 3250. It was the same price for the Mark 3 and 4.
Yeah.
In pounds, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's roughly 65.
So it's gonna be 65 pounds for 20 Marines. That's hefty.
That is, yeah. I don't know. I don't see them doing like a 20-man squad for the same price that they do like a 10-man squad. That just doesn't seem like good business to me.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Now it's just.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't say that I think they're going to double the price, but you might get like, I don't know, it might go up to like 40 something, or in the region of like 40 to 50, as opposed to like just doubling the price.
Was what I meant. You get sort of a discount buying it at $20.
Yeah,
Perhaps. We'll see.
we'll see. Like you said, we will see.
Yep.
But I mean, I like it because it does sort of put that emphasis on those 20-man squads.
Yeah,
Because I think
bigger
that
units.
Yeah,
More
well, that
bodies.
was one of the things that drew me to the heresy in the first place. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can have a 20-man unit of bolters. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then we get Ahriman coming back. Plastic
Yeah, because
single release.
Yep, because you could only get them in the Betrayal of Kel set. So
Yeah.
now you can get them, which is good. Because I know a lot of people missed out on them, so now they got access to them, which is cool.
It's a really nice model.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is a really nice model. And the conversions you can make out of him are also pretty nifty.
Yeah, I was about to say. See, it kind of feels like almost a shame that I'm going to be cutting one of those up when it arrives.
And then we have some sort of. I'm gonna just start fanboying now. A map.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's 1,000 to 890mm Fallout poster.
Yeah. How much?
Where is it? How much is it? I just...
Yeah, I was gonna say how much. How much do you want in that one?
Oh my god. Well, you know my obsession with posters and maps. So.
Yes, you do have a bit of a. To be fair, even I wouldn't mind getting this one. I mean, I wanted to get all of them. They've just been too expensive. But yeah, I must admit, I'd quite happily get my hands on this one.
Yeah.
As I mean, we have even done deals where you've been sent maps that you sent to me. So
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's a slight obsession, I admit.
Slight.
But I wonder where we're gonna get it. Does it come separately? Is it only from GW, or will it come out to the stores?
I don't know. I didn't see any details in the article about that.
There is no details.
I think you'll just be able to purchase it from Games Workshop.
Yeah.
We hope.
Right, and then transfers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, because these tanks are going to look really, really weird without any transfers.
They're gonna look great with those red eyes, though.
Oh yes. Oh.
So every Legion transfer is repackaging now. I see, because Force don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
And also the Heresy dices.
Yep.
Yeah. I definitely. That's something I really want to get my hands on.
I have a few. I have 3 sets. I think Sons of Horus, Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors. Such a great set. Just such a. They're fun. They're lovely dice.
They're just dice. I mean, this is it. It's like someone said to me before. It's like they're just dice. It's like, yeah, but dice is like, I don't know.
Well, it's like saying to anyone playing golf, but it's just a club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know nothing about golf.
Yeah.
But of course, if you have a Legion and you want to play them, of course you want to have the dices. That's just part of the package.
You want to show off, don't you? Well, not showing off. Showing off's probably the wrong word. You're wanting to. No, I guess show off like where you lie in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I mean, show your allegiance.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
And also, I mean, I have a few of these dice sets, and I would say like the Raven Guards, really nice, and the Dark Angels also, because it's white on the dark surface.
Yeah.
But the Word Bearers, but sweet baby Jesus. Gold on red, dark gold on dark red. An old squinty-eyed man. There should be a law against that. One bright color and one dark color. Use those. Okay? It's like heraldry. It's not fucking rocket science. Yes, so. After that rant, the in-store swag. They're gonna have some keychains and
oh yes,
that we all need.
Yes, we all need. Yes, yeah, and that's stuff that I'm definitely gonna like be jumping on a bus for and traveling to my local and camping on the doorstep for.
Yeah, but the sad thing is that when you look at this, you say, "Oh, I would like to have one of those coins, or I would like to have a keychain, or whatever." But you know that most of them are gonna end up on eBay for ridiculous prices.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Though at least the according to this, the Lodge coin will be certain independents are going to get that too, which is going to be nice.
Yeah,
yes,
but that doesn't change. That doesn't change the fact that a lot of it will end up on eBay for a stupid price.
Oh, I agree, but you know, I might actually have a chance to get it where I'm at.
Yeah,
at least something.
But also we can all be assured that there is a special place in hell for scalpers.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there is. Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, I love that they put in a sentence that the news from Forge World, this smorgasbord of Horus Heresy,
Yeah.
but it don't spell like that. As a Swede, I have to point out smorgasbord is not spelled like that. But we get the gist of it. There's 18 Primarchs to choose from, and I'm always intimidated when a Primarch comes up on the board. Because they can do so much crazy stuff.
Yep.
But still, you can bog them down and make them not a game changer if you have the solid tactic for it.
I mean, they're not. Don't get me wrong. They're not the be end and end all, but you don't have to have one in your army. But they are definitely. When you see one on the other side of the table from you, it's definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
Not for me. I've killed enough of them. Running a loyalist, I've killed enough of them. It's like, oh, there's Agron. I know how to deal with that. 40 Marines and a couple last cannons. Oh, I kill them in close combat. I make it personal. I just weaken them beforehand.
To be fair, send a wave. Angron versus Russ, and then Angron versus a ton of Slayers and a couple of Indicators and Korax.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they're the only other ones I've ever. Twice Angron, once Korax. Oh no, sorry, once I faced Logart, but he kind of sat at the back of the table and didn't really do anything.
Yeah, Norgar isn't the one that you're supposed to be afraid of, actually.
No, not all.
See, for me, there's only 3 Primarchs I haven't claimed their skull of. It's the Lion, it's the Khan, and it's Sanguinus. Those are the 3 I have not faced. I've killed every other one.
Alright. Big words.
You hear that? People listening from Canada? That's a challenge for you.
One day I will claim all their skulls.
Find yourself a wild foxy DM. Bring Sanguinius, the lion, or what was the other one?
The Khan.
The Khan.
Yeah.
And give him a challenge.
That's fine. I'll kick the crap out of it. Fuck, I don't care. I will make it happen. I don't know.
And the final stuff we have for the release is head and shoulder.
Yes.
Yep.
I really like those Sons of Horus ones.
Yep.
I think they'd make great heads for Reavers.
I kind of just want to use them for sergeants.
Yeah.
Like even for my loyalists, like definitely gonna have some.
I was looking at them the other day and kind of like looking between the picture of them in the article and some artwork. And I was like, they look like Reavers, which got me thinking like, ooh, Pride of the Legion, Bane bolt gun, Bane, the Bane munition, and just do all of them as Reavers with bolt guns, and just give them all them helmets.
I mean, why not?
They do kind of remind me of this one particular piece of Heresy artwork. I was like, ooh, but they are nice.
Yeah, and they've redone the heads.
Yeah,
which is for both legions.
Oh yeah, and the Imperial Fist one as well.
Yeah, but I guess they are gonna do for the rest of the legions.
Yeah.
So are we going to see like new heads for everyone? New heads for everyone.
Haven't they? They have shown some of the ones though, haven't they? Was it? What are the other ones we've seen?
I think that we've only seen literally just these two. But I mean, we've seen a Raven Guard specific one back when it was resin. So
Yeah, but I mean, Raven Guards don't need no special. They have plenty in the box, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, you have Beaky. Here you go. You're Raven Guard.
Yeah, Beaky's Raven Guard. There you go, done.
That's all you need in life. That's all you need in life.
I mean, Raven. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you do like fancy beaky helmets for Raven Guard because they're not really overly fancy, are they?
No, the old Raven Guard beakies had like one that had a feature of a bird skull.
Oh yeah.
So you could either use him as like the Praetor or the Chaplain or the cool HQ, and then they also have a lot of lorers. Yeah, olive branches on the head. And some Raven Guard symbols.
Yep.
So of course they can make them look cool.
Yeah, I guess they could like revisit those, revisit that sort of angle, couldn't they?
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting to see how they tackle each legion though, and what the sort of differences they do with them.
Yeah. And I would also like to say that the units that we've seen before this, all of this, like the Destroyers for the World Eaters and Raven Guard Terminators.
Yeah.
And so, and as they said, they would convert those and they would make new ones. Also, fun stuff. So, I think we have a lot of content to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, I keep going back to that statement about how it's going to be a lot more supported.
Yeah.
And that always, like, every time I go back to that article or I read it, like someone points it out, it always kind of makes me smile a little bit. Like they're going back and it's going to get more support, so we're going to see more of it, less waiting around. I mean, like Foxy mentioned at the beginning of this episode, we're getting both books up for pre-order at the same time with all the legions in. So there's no, like Foxy's mentioned before as well, like the Dark Angels had to wait how long for theirs?
7 or 8 years, something ridiculous.
Something ridiculous, like
They were the Bretonians.
Yeah.
Of the Dark Age.
Yeah, they're the Betronians of Heresy. So, like, we're getting all of that all at the same time, which I think is fantastic.
Yes, and the game itself was in that position that they could do this. Everything was released, all the Primarchs was out. So,
Yeah.
hey, hooray!
Golden Age of the Dark Age, yeah?
It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious. I don't know. I don't know. The fact that this got like revealed today, I have literally gotten 15 messages. Hey, are you gonna do like a heresy narrative thing? Because I run some narrative games, and I'm like, oh God, yes. Like there's people like I've talked to my local, like the amount of people that want to get it, like it's huge. It's really huge. So like I'm excited. The new players are excited. You know, like locally, I think I'm gonna be able to play games on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been able to do in a long while, just because of how it's gone. You know.
Yeah, that's cool. It's really fun.
I don't know. I've heard rumblings that there's a few people local to me are now planning on it as well, and yeah, I can see why that would be an exciting thing, to be honest, because it's the same here. Like, I don't have anyone local. All the people I know that play are a few hours. They're a good couple of hours away, by car, and even double that for like via public transport. And you don't want to be dragging like a heresy army on public transport. Like, no way. But the concept that there might be more people playing locally to anyone is a great thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I need the rules, and I need the new stuff, and I need to start planning on the October event. That's gonna be the priorities, I think.
Yeah, you got a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I've literally told my local, get me a box set. Tell me the new prices on other stuff, and I'll see what I get off. And then I gotta work on painting up 50 fucking little holes again. Oh.
I have no sympathy. You do this to yourself.
Yeah.
We all do. Let's face it.
Well, we're not looking for giving people sympathy.
No, we're here to enable.
Yeah. Buy more stuff.
We're here for truth and enabling.
Yeah.
So, we'll try that again. Should we do a run round of final thoughts then? Of today, of the preview.
Alright. Well, I mean, it's a great box. It's great value. It got great support with stuff coming around it, so you can expand from the get-go. We're getting new tanks, new rules, new everything. It's amazing.
Pretty solid.
Happy days.
Well, if you want my opinion,
Happy days.
well, guess what? Welcome to the age of heresy, bitches. Long live the Beaky. It's all fucking good. Sign me up for the Kool-Aid. Give me more. I can't wait, because I'm going to run events. I'm going to run games. I'm going to have so much fun. And long live Luna Wolves, Beakies, baby.
So, Foxy DM really likes beakies.
Beaky.
To be fair, I'm joining in Foxy in that amount of excitement. Like, this is amazing. For everyone saying, Heresy's dead and we'll never see a newer version of it, and look what we've got now. Give us more. Unfortunately, though, that's all we've got time for this episode. Sorry, that was my cat.
You see, the cat's even excited.
Even the cat's
for
excited.
heresy.
The cat's excited. So excited that it's trying to tear its way through the door to get to the heresy goodness. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this episode. We will be back again next month with more heresy going-ons and more hobby updates, and hopefully I'll have actually finished these tanks. Mort might have actually cleared his table of all of that resin.
Maybe.
And replaced it with more resin or more plastic. Depends.
Maybe.
Maybe. In the meantime, everyone keep on hobbying, keep up the heresy, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.